Hi everyone, my name is Matt Dozier with the U.S. Department of Energy. We are here in Denver, Colorado for Solar Decathlon 2017. It's a competition that challenges student teams from around the world to design and build solar-powered houses, like this one. From the Swiss team, we have NeighborHub. It's a really nice looking house, as you can see. It's one of the houses that are making up the solar village here in Denver, Colorado. So we're going to take a look inside. It's a solar powered house again, but we're going to see all the other energy efficient innovations that make this house really incredible. So come along and we'll meet some of the team members and see what they have in store from the Swiss team. Again, Solar Decathlon 2017 is a 2-year competition. It brings together teams of college students from colleges and universities around the world. It's a really amazing event, so you can check it out at solardecathlon.gov. But without further ado, let's meet some of the Swiss team members. Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi, what are your names?
So my name is Margot.
And my name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you both. What do you do with the team? What is your role?
I was responsible of the HVAC systems.
And I'm in the water management team.
Terrific. Okay, so you're going to be giving us a tour of NeighborHub today.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell us a little bit about the house in general. What's sort of the basic philosophy?
So the basic philosophy is that we did more a community house. So it's like a community center. You can have several activities in there, like any community center. But the main idea was also to raise awareness among the population and to really make this house an educating tool. We want people to understand more about sustainability, to adopt more sustainable lifestyles. So it's also a place where you can experiment new technologies, when we can give you some tools that you can bring back home and reduce your own energy consumption.
Right. So I mean, this is all about being a community center, and as we can see, it is a bustling day here at Solar Decathlon 2017. You guys are giving public tours all weekend long through tomorrow, and I guess we'll be opening back up after a couple of days later in the week. We're going to have some company, I think, as we go around the house. But yeah, you guys want to start moving inside?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's follow.
Great. Okay. So you traveled all the way from Switzerland. What part of Switzerland are you from? Are you all from the same area?
Yeah, basically we are from the French part of Switzerland. So from Geneva, Lausanne, and Fribourg. And we are four universities together. So yes, basically it's the same part of Switzerland, we can say.
Great. And so this is a 2-year project, basically, to design and build this house, and then break it down, and then ship it across the Atlantic, and then build it again here?
It's actually have been more or less 3 years that our school is planning to do a solar decathlon. They wanted to do it in Europe, but it was postponed, so we decided to come here in Denver. So after 2 years, 3 years of work, finally we got our project done, and we are very happy. Tired, but happy. Yeah.
What do you think of Denver?
Actually, we don't see a lot of Denver because we are busy with the competition. I only get once in the city, but the city was quite nice. We just walk around, and it's really different from Europe, but it's nice to see other things too. And I don't know if you want to
the fun thing is that the organization told us that it's gonna be very cool in Denver. It's 300 sunny days per year. And we started the construction with 2 days of raining, with lots of mud. So it was kind of difficult, but this concert was the same for every team here. So yeah.
Well, the house looks great. So tell me a little bit about the design here. What are we looking at?
Okay, so we are the main entrance of the NeighborHub, so our community house. And like I said, it's a community center, so maybe you can see here we have like a typical schedule of what type of activities can take place. And to raise awareness among the population, we really decided to focus on 7 themes. We call them the driving themes. So as Vincent is showing you, we have energy, water management, mobility, biodiversity, food, materials, waste management. They all have a color, and you will see some touch of color a bit everywhere. And for example, here we have some recycling bins. So it's bins where we can recycle newspaper, cans, compost, plastic bottles, a lot of stuff. We also have mobility. For example, we have a cargo bike. Actually, it's a guy in Denver. You can bring him your own bag, and he will transform it into a cargo bike. So we really wanted to promote this type of mobility also.
I could use one of those.
Yeah, and it's from Denver, so.
Terrific.
And we have also an electrical car. The thing is that we really wanted this place to be a hub for the neighborhoods. This is why we call it the NeighborHub. So people can gather here, sharing ideas, and they can, I don't know, like just meet up here to do carpooling or this stuff. So we present a lot of ways to reduce your energy consumption and also your carbon footprint.
Okay, and so this is a solar-powered house. Now, we can't see the solar panels, right? So they're up on the roof.
No, so the big difference with our house, so maybe you can see here, we have 3 black panels. It's on top, it's PV panels. We have no PV panels on the roof. All our PV production, so all our electricity production is on the facade. So we have here on the east, on the south, and on the west facade. And actually it's very convenient because we can match the production and the consumption because we are producing more in the morning and in the evening. And we know that for the average household consumption, we use energy in the morning and in the evening. So this was also what we wanted to promote and what we wanted to showcase to people.
Terrific. Okay, so no solar panels on the roof. So these are they all the way around the house then?
Only east, south, and west. No, we do not have on north facade.
Great. So I'm seeing, obviously we have these panels that have lifted up, sort of exposing, some of the interior of the house. So how did that design come about? What are you accomplishing with these?
Well, as Margot told you, it's a place destinated to the neighbors, to neighborhood. So we wanted an open space when we want, and also a closed space if wanted. So that's one of the purpose of this opening and closing door. So to choose if we want open space, public, or closed. So
terrific.
Yeah.
Sorry, and it's also for production purpose because, as you know, in winter, for example, we may close everything to keep the heat inside, and in winter the sun path is lower, so to have the tilt, like 90 degrees tilt, is better. And in summer, when the sun is higher, we can have a different tilt, and so we can really fit the production with the sun path.
All right, terrific. Well, shall we head inside?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
As Margot told you, we have 7 driving teams, and one of them is the food production. So here, we will show you actually a very specific system that is called Aquaponics, which is a combination between 2 systems. The first one is hydroponics. Actually, is cultivation of plants without soil, using water that is circulating through these pipes in a closed system. And the second system is aquaculture, so culture of fishes actually. So the fishes produce excrements that will be used by the plants to grow, and the plants will clean the water that will go back in the aquarium, clean for the fishes. So it's a very efficient way to produce both fishes and plants in a very small area.
Terrific. So we're standing on top of an aquarium, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And now, at the moment, there is no fish because it takes lots of time for the ecosystem to be ready to welcome fishes.
Right.
But all the techniques is ready to welcome fishes.
What kind of fish would you have in these tanks?
We can have a tilapia fish, which is good to eat, and they are very resilient. Yeah. And here we have some small goldfish. It is a gift from the Denver team, so thanks to them. Yeah.
It's very nice. So you've got some little friends, your mascots,
exactly,
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So food production is one of the themes you said.
Exactly.
So let's move on.
Still on food production, we have this all around the house little gardening spots that all the neighbors can use, also using the tools that we have here on the gardening shelf. So everybody can come here and using the tool, producing its own food. The main goal is not to produce a lot of food, but it's to show to people it's possible, to people can learn how to grow food, to make them aware, actually. That's the goal of the neighborhood.
Terrific. Mm-hmm. And I see you've got a sink here, you've got your tools, you've got everything you need, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so should we keep moving on here?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So are we inside or are we outside?
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to figure out here. It's so open and airy in here.
So yeah, here we are in our what we call the extended skin. So it's really a semi-exterior space, and we designed this space to be passive control, so we can have the free energy from solar. So for example, in winter, we can close everything and keep the heat inside. And in summer, let's say it's summer right now, we can really open everything. We have also some skylights, and you know, there's some kind of natural ventilation, and it's quite comfortable. Even it's comfortable, and it's really nice to be there. The thing here is that we wanted to promote also that you don't need to have a strict level of comfort for a lot of activities. Like for example, repairing your bag. We have a shelves with a lot of tools over there to do gardening lessons, to do yoga lessons, to do whatever you want. There is a lot of activities you don't need to have to be in a conditioned space.
Right.
So this was really a way to prove to people that you can also reduce your consumption by fitting your behavior in the space where you do your activities.
Sure. So you mean you don't always need air conditioning, right?
Yeah.
Or you don't always need a heater on. It'd be at the perfect temperature. It's okay to just have the windows open, and maybe it's a little hot, but that's okay, right?
Yeah, it's really this idea. And in this space, we also show some engineering features. I'm an engineer, so
Okay.
for example, we have a passive solar dryer, which is really convenient to dry your towels, for example.
Very nice.
And over there, we also we can see the backside of our solar thermal panels. So it's panels for hot water in the house, and actually they are really particular because they are homemade. Since some students, we made it ourselves. Actually, it's easy. It's really easy to do it. It's cheaper, and it's really a way to say, okay, guys, you can do this by yourself. And when you will install it in your house, maybe you will save like 30% on your energy bill because you will produce your hot water part of your hot water for free.
Right.
So it's really this idea of giving tools to people and be an educating space. Yes,
Okay.
for people.
Can you tell us a little bit about this furniture that I'm seeing here? It looks something's off about it. What am I seeing?
So this furniture is a good example to represent the modularity of the building. So we can extend it.
Wow. Okay, so you can reconfigure. It's collapsible furniture.
Yeah, that's it. And you can make lots of people sit if you want a nice space to chill out. And when you need all the space, you can just put it.
That's really something.
Up,
Hey.
and you free the space. So it can be also an instrument to play music.
There you go. Nice.
And,
I wish my couch could do that.
Yeah.
Very cool. So this is all just part of the idea for the flexible living space and working space and all of that, right?
Exactly. And maybe another nice innovation in this space is the third type of solar panel we have. This is these three red panel above my head. So these are called red cells. It's dye-sensitized panels that will both produce a little bit of energy and also, as you can see, let the light go through.
Sure.
So you can use it more or less like a window and put plants behind. There are several colors you can choose. We choose the red because it's good for the plants.
Okay. And for the Swiss flag.
And for the Swiss flag, yeah.
Okay,
so yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
cool.
Should we move inside the core, in the
Yes.
active part of the building? Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, sure. So let's
Okay.
go around.
So inside the inside.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, here we are in what we call the core. So it's the conditioned space of our building, because we still need to have a conditioned space for some types of activities. So it's quite big. It's really big because it's for a community center. So a lot of activities can take place here. Everything is about flexibility over there, but we still have an accommodation, as you can see here. Like, for example, we can slide the door and really make a private corner with a direct access to the bathroom. So, yeah, our house is really about flexibility. You saw it with the furniture, but it's also with the structural. There's a lot of features that are completely flexible, that are integrated. It's really this aspect but we really wanted to showcase to people. And the thing also is that it's a place for a neighborhood, but the neighborhoods have different needs, and we have to adapt and to be flexible to these needs. So this was also all the modular idea and all the flexibility idea we wanted to show in this space also.
How much work did it take to sort of come up with something that could be so modular? It seems like it would be hard to figure out how all these pieces, like a puzzle, fit together.
It's 2 years, 2 years development. The thing is that we really have this idea on the really beginning. So we really thought about how to answer for the engineering aspect, for the architectural aspect. We really have a multidisciplinary approach on that thing. But yes, it took time.
Lots of discussions, but yeah, that's how we learn.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we have a question from the stream.
We have a question from Jessica, who says, tomorrow is going to be snowy. Are you afraid about energy production?
Are we afraid about energy production with snow coming?
That's a question for Mario.
I don't know, because actually when it's sometimes, I can't tell you, sometimes when it's really cold, it's sunny. The thing is that we are not from Colorado, so we don't really know how the storm and the snow is working here.
Right. But maybe it's a good thing with the solar panels on the side of the house. If snow doesn't accumulate on the top of them, then that might be easier.
Yeah, for this topic, you got about it will be easier. And the thing also is that we have some of the PV panels work with diffuse light, and when it's snowing, we have a lot of reverberation. And reverberation, you have it on the facade, and you don't have it on the roof. So I think it could help also.
Okay. Is there another question?
Yep. This one's from Brandon. Does the home have battery storage?
Does the home have battery storage? Says Brandon.
It's indeed it has two battery actually storage. The goal is to manage our electricity production, our battery from the car, and the electricity from the grid. So we designed a special algorithm that will manage these three components in order to accumulate the energy, for example, when it's cheap, and to resell it when it's expensive, in order to make money also for that kind of purpose.
Great. Yeah, thank you for the questions. And again, we're here at Solar Decathlon 2017, touring the Swiss team's NeighborHub house. Again, this is a competition where student teams from around the world design and build solar-powered houses. So we're checking out all the cool innovations that the Swiss team has come up with. So shall we continue on?
Yeah, we have another very special innovation or highlights here in the core. So about the water management. We believe that an efficient water management is not only about saving water, but it's moreover about recreating natural cycle. Okay. So for example, here we have dry toilets. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, So dry toilets that will permit first, well, as you can imagine, to save water, so there is no toilet water. And the goal, the main goal is to actually to close the loop to valorize this resource, the nutrients and carbon that are in our nutrients, by actually composting the toilets. So we have worms that are mixing the matter with hemp straw, and little by little transforming it to compost that we can use into the gardening, for example. So we close the loop. What comes from the soil, go back to the soil.
Okay, so it's a worm toilet.
Yeah, that's it.
And
yeah.
Certified by worms.
Certified by worms.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we have lots of questions about odors, sanitation system. These are systems that already works in Switzerland, that are recognized by sanitation experts. So there are no odors, no sanitation problem. So don't feel afraid.
Okay, so no reason to be afraid, Americans. Everything's going to be fine with the worm toilet. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so where to next?
Maybe we can show us our app. Actually, one student designed an app because the thing with our house is that we really want people to understand how their houses works and understand the impact of their behavior on the environment. So we made the choice not to control everything, but more to give tips and tricks, like to give insights for your users of how the house is working. So, for example, we can have tips. Well, right now our house is well working. So we have no notification. But for example, if it's really sunny outside and you have turned on your lights in the core, you may have a notification that says, hey, maybe it's time to turn off your lights, but it's not going to do it by itself. Or for example, you can have a notification that would say, you have a lot of PV production right now, maybe it's time to launch your washing machine or your clothes dryer. So yeah, this is really the idea, the people, we want them to educate and we want them to understand which impact has which behavior.
Okay, cool. Well, it's an amazing house, so full of really incredible features. So thank you so much for the tour. We really appreciate it. Best of luck in the competition. Are you feeling confident?
We will see. We will see. We don't want to say it. I don't know. It's
That's fair.
Bad luck to say too much things.
Yeah, no worries.
We learned so much things, though, so it's already a victory for all of us. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, best of luck in the competition, and yeah, I hope you do well. Again, this is Solar Decathlon 2017. My name is Matt Dozier. I'm with the U.S. Department of Energy. Thank you all for joining us on this tour of the Swiss team's NeighborHub. This is one of the many amazing houses here at Solar Decathlon 2017 in Denver, Colorado. We're going to be touring all the houses, so please tune in, stick with us, and if you want to vote, you can go to the Solar Decathlon Facebook page and vote for
the NeighborHub.
Vote for the NeighborHub on the People's Choice poll. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Until next time.
Bye-bye.